Let's talk about, though, you, as all of this was going on when you were on the show and even before the show, you were going through a personal trauma of your own, which you came public about, and you wrote about it in the book, and it led to something even much bigger. But
well, this is so I didn't talk about it. I was being sexually abused as a child, as I said, millions of people. And I didn't talk about it publicly. Obviously, I talked to my friends and my shrinks and everything. And what happened is I got involved with the National Association to Protect Children, protect.org. And they said, okay, well, we're going into Sacramento, and there's this law. And I mean, this law was so bizarre that I was like, come again, could you repeat that? And they had to lay it out for me. And when I went to talk to my friends to get them to come help, who were like involved in Paul Peterson and minor consideration, they were like, I'm sorry, I had to carry a copy of it in my purse so they could read it. The incest exception in the law, I said, no, there's a law, whereas these following crimes that would be 20 years or more if you did these terrible things to a child, if it's your own child or child you're related to, or like a relative living in the home, you're eligible for probation, deferred entry of judgment, no time served, and even deferred judgment, which means you can have no record, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember people going, oh, you must have misread it. And I go, here, there's this paragraph. And they'd go, Jesus! And go, this is here in print. Why does no one know
this? This is the majority of people who are molested. This is exactly the situation.
They knew that. I said, how is it the exception when we know 80, 90% of people are sexually abused by someone they know, usually a family member? Or as... I was actually on a radio show, and this guy was supposed to be there to tell us why we were wrong, because it was another bill we were pushing, but he was a defense attorney who worked with people accused of sexual abuse. And he said, in my 25 years as a defense attorney, I have never had a case where it wasn't the father.
Wow.
That is a damning statement.